What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, January 25th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You got to follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. 1, it's the only place you're going to get updates to my sim results, which I did post yesterday, by the way. Keep your eyes peeled for that. But 2, I want your questions there. Tell me who you like. Tell me who you don't like on this slate. Any questions you may have, find the thread for this video and hit me up with whatever you want all day. I'm around, guys, I promise. Finally, BetMGM is the sponsor. By signing up at BetMGM using the link in the description, you'll get 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum, along with up to $1,000 in first bet insurance. Find me a better deal elsewhere, folks. You're not going to be able to do it. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10 with Alperen Şengün, Xavier Tillman, Trey Murphy, Benedict Mathurin, and Jeremy Grant on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to PAOLO BANCHERO, and I think I'm going to be on an island for this one. Small forward, power forward eligible, just 7K. He's projected for 41. The goal is 45. He's in the optimal lineup 14% of the time. I think he's going to play like 32 minutes. To me, in a giant pace up spot against Indiana, who's not exactly a great defense either, I think he's like a 1.25 fantasy point per minute guy. This is a 28% usage guy and could soak up more. 23 real points, 8 boards, 3 assists, and a stock and a half. I think he's getting slept on here. The price isn't where it had been. I think he was hitting a bit of a rookie wall, but this guy is still out there playing as many minutes as anybody else on the team. Orlando's the favorite by 4.5 points in Indiana. If they win, who do you think did it? In at number 4, we're going KLAY Thompson, shooting guard, small forward eligible, so you get guard forward utility. You know how much I love that. 6,800, projected for 36. The goal is 44, optimal lineup 15% of the time. We kind of know exactly what we're getting out of KLAY, but the big piece here, it's a matchup against Memphis. You know both teams are going to care about it. They're 2.5 point favorites, so you know this one's going to be ultra competitive, which means you can get upwards of 36 minutes out of KLAY today. I gave him 33. I think he's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot because they gain 3.8 possessions over their average. This is a massive pace game. 26% usage for KLAY Thompson, 22 points, 4.5 boards, 2 assists, and a stock. I love the scoring upside, but mostly this matchup and the positional flexibility are getting you there today on a day where we don't really have any value yet. In at number 3, we're going to MCCONNELL, point guard only, 6K, projected for 37. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 15% of the time. He's been very popular as of late, and I think it continues again today. 33 minutes, a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy here against Orlando. It's pace neutral. They're actually slight underdogs, but if MCCONNELL continues to start, and I have no idea why that would change, he's just going to be out there for a ton. He could play way more than the 33 minutes that I gave him. 18% usage, 13 points, 9.5 assists, 5.5 boards, and 2 stocks. And you know that MCCONNELL likes to get himself some steals. It's just another play where he's still not even really priced where he should be to be a starting point guard. I don't think MCCONNELL is like an exceptional real NBA player, but from a fantasy perspective, he's great. Going right back to my boy ANFERNEE Simons at number 2, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 6,300, projected for 34. The goal is 41. He's in the optimal lineup 16% of the time. It's big minutes. It's really nice usage. It's an incredible matchup against Utah. Not a very good defense. He's a 0.95 fantasy point per minute guy. He's going to take a lot of shots. I got him in for 21 real points. If he gets to 30 real points, you're probably going to want to have him. He will be an asset to any lineup you have. 24% usage. 4 assists, 3 rebounds. You need some help there. Maybe he falls into a random extra steal or 2 and really helps you out. I don't expect ANFERNEE Simons to be here by the time the slate gets to lock. Being second could very easily be 10 like that. That's 1 minute. Everything is flat. There's no obvious plays out there right now. The more obvious plays that we get, the more value we get at the bottom, the less the mid-tier looks good and Simons will fall down the list. But as we start the day, it's just another guy playing monster starter minutes that likes to take a lot of shots. Now, before we get to the number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Find this thread on my Twitter feed at Josh Engleman. Hit me up with your favorites, your least favorites, and any questions you may have for today's slate. Finally, BetMGM. 2 months of Stokastic Plus Platinum, up to $1,000 in first bet insurance, so long as you follow the link in the description. Number one contender for today was chalky yesterday and will be again today. That's Denny Avdia. Came off the bench, didn't matter at all. Small forward, power forward eligible, still 4K, projected for 26.5. The goal is 30, optimal lineup 20% of the time. I gave him 30 minutes. He could play more. 0.85 fantasy points per minute, 16% usage, 11 points, 8-ish boards, 2.5 assists, and a stock and a half. But the key piece here, Washington's taking on Houston. Houston might be the worst team in the league. They're probably the worst defense in the league. The pace here should be good enough for Washington. Denny's just going to be out there. There's plenty of playing time to go around. Who knows, on a back-to-back, they could be without Beal, at which point you're probably projecting Denny to play 36 minutes. He's going to look incredible either way. This value isn't going anywhere today. Denny's going to look good all day, no matter what, and he's my number one contender for right now. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, January 25th. FanDuel version, it's around here somewhere, so go check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.